Hello, and welcome to Kickin In Crocs, the podcast. We talk about martial arts stuff, geeky stuff, and also stuff. My name is Steve. Have a Kickin In Crocs. That was a record.
I am Dave.
You're gonna make Nick bash his head against the wall.
Well, if you're gonna go
You're
so
Dave what?
fast, I'm gonna go so slow.
You're just Dave.
So that means that Nick has to go.
Steady.
Has to like
of
right, yeah, like
Kickin'
normal.
in
The viewership just dropping.
Crocs.
It's very,
Yeah. From
I'm
400
gonna look
to
up
4.
and see if it
Like
does.
it's like the sloth in
Oh, Zootopia.
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 Nick.
When he's rolling down the window to the sports car load. And I am Nick the Shadow Half Kicking Across. It's like this ball rolling.
We saw a
I'm
sloth.
so sliding
There was a
it up.
sloth at the Jenkinson's aquarium.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
Did I
yeah.
lie about that? Was there a sloth at Jenkinson's
There was
aquarium?
a sloth at
Yeah.
an aquarium.
So we took. Yeah, that's a technical term. By the way, Kelsey, there's
In
now a
the thing.
hashtag Kelsey for Crocs or Kelsey on
Kelsey for the podcast.
Oh, who made that?
Kelsey for
When
the podcast
charity.
is a hashtag. Come on, you gotta get on. You
Charity
promised us.
started it.
Chaos.
Charity
Anyway.
started the hashtag
Linda,
Kelsey for the
Linda.
podcast.
So
All right.
yes, no, we went to the aquarium for Declan's like 6-month birthday,
Now,
and they had a sloth there.
Jenkins isn't that the one like Rob's family owns or works or something like that?
I don't know. Rob
Yes,
talks.
right? Isn't that what he said?
No, he did, right? He did
Yeah,
say
but
that.
no,
He said that.
Kelsey's college roommate worked there because she's a marine biologist. She hates penguins, but
How do you?
because she said they're kind of jerks. But I think
We
we
talked
talked about
about
this
that, yeah,
already.
we
No,
talked
we did.
about
No, we
that.
did. I remember
But
that.
yeah, no, but there was a sloth there. Speaking of sloths, and
So explain, like, how did the sloth fit in to
To
an
an
aquarium,
aquarium.
right?
they
Like, were
had
they
a little
drowning
back
it?
section. Well, they have.
You owe me money,
No,
sloth.
they have they have lizards and marmosets
Sloths are aquatic
or
animals,
something.
didn't you know?
They have like little creatures, and then
Okay.
there was a sloth like thing in the back.
Oh, okay.
It didn't
That's
do
cool.
much. It was just laying there.
It's a nice
That's what
little
sloths
aquarium.
tend
And it's
to do.
not. It's
It
a very
is- no,
small
it's very
aquarium,
small. It's a very
but it's
small
right on the
aquarium.
water. It's nice.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
to go check it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, it's cool.
You know?
It's a good little day trip.
Absolutely. And then they have
Plenty of
the
time.
signs you can put the baby in, like, you know, where it's like the scene, and you put his head in it and take a
Yeah.
picture. Yeah. Is
Yeah.
anything open besides that? Like did they open any of the boardwalk stuff yet?
I don't
mean, the
think so.
arcades are always open. They never
Well,
shut
arcades never shut down. Yeah, but
But, like,
not
the
other
stands
pool
are not
gardens.
open.
down. No,
right,
no,
yeah,
None of
yeah.
that opens up till
May,
Easter.
right? Oh, Easter. Oh, really? Oh, that's
well,
soon?
Easter they do the ticket, so like you go buy half price ride tickets,
Mm,
which
nice.
we might
Oh,
have to do
nice.
this year because my son might be old enough to ride rides.
He
at
can do
some
the
point.
train. You can do the train going around.
That's what I'm saying.
You can do that.
Well, he'll
one.
be
You
a
can
year
do-
old in July,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
I mean, it's whatever ride you're allowed to hold him on, obviously.
Right, exactly.
So,
that's cool.
so
yeah.
oh, I just thought of a topic that we could talk
Go
about
for it.
too. We got a
Do
couple
it.
of topics.
So we did have
We're kind of winging it tonight, folks.
we did have
like one or
Luca's,
two,
birth-
but-
Luca's birthday this week, and one of the cool things we did. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Mom at the Mall in Eatontown, right?
It doesn't exist anymore.
It there, but yeah, barely.
They're shutting it down.
It's sad. I
No,
know.
like
No,
they're-
it got sold to Trump's son. They're gonna do condos out of it. His son-in-law.
Yeah, well, I
his
know.
son-in-law.
Look, they're
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's not going to be a shopping
Yeah.
development anymore.
Yeah,
No, they
there
changed
there
it.
is conversations around keeping specific locations like the theater open still,
Yeah,
like
but-
for the
but
community
still.
area. So under the theater used to be a Brothing's Coat Factory and the Wiz, if you
Yep.
remember, and you know the Wiz. And now they turned it into it's a kids like party area.
Yeah.
And the games that they play is competitive dodgeball, human foosball.
Nice.
So you actually have like
Human foosball.
It's as cool as you think.
Are
It's
you-
ropes.
Wait, are you
and-
on the?
Kind of. So they have ropes going across, right? And
Uh-huh.
you have a tube that, as long as the tube is your limit to how far back and forth on the rope you can go with the other players there. So you do have a rope for every section, like it would be the
Oh,
stick.
that's
you
not
move
how I
back and
pictured it.
forth.
I pictured you like in the thing and they're spinning you.
No. Yeah, they are not doing
Oh,
that.
that'd be a great way to get like motion sickness and
That's
stuff.
how I
Yeah,
picture it.
man.
And then they had
Busting up my fantasy.
Sorry, my bad. That's exactly how it is. They put you in a
We'll
tube.
make our own. We'll make our own.
Then,
Foosball and
then they
Crocs.
have human, a hungry hippo, where they.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh,
with
we've
the
done
scooters.
that.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really cool. And then they had the one where they put you in the big like air ball where you hold in and you just run into each other and slam into each other. Yeah, that worked really well for Luca.
Did he go
Not at
flying?
all. Oh my God, if
Yeah.
we have videos. He gets crushed by our neighbor's son, who's just about 6 foot and the same age.
Oh my
And
God.
it was so much, and he's laughing the whole way to say, "Woo!" "Oh my God, it's so funny."
At least
It
you're
was
safe in
hilarious.
those things.
Yeah. Oh, the competitive dodgeball though, that got me nervous because two
Oh,
of the
they can
kids played
throw.
baseball and they were tearing that ball up, and I'm like, they're gonna kill one of the kids. And luckily, we just missed some of the kids as he was throwing it, but it was wild. I can see myself as an adult wanting to go back there with some of my buddies and
Well,
just
there's
do
not
that.
enough. I don't think there's enough activities for adults like that. I mean,
Totally agree.
You never outgrow wanting to play tag and wanting to play like any adult. It's like, well, I'm too old for that.
That's
nonsense. It's like,
baloney.
stop it.
Maybe you're out of shape for it, but you're not too old.
Yeah,
for it.
out of
It's
shape. Yes.
fun.
Love it. Did you see the dome in Tom's River now? So if you guys know that huge dome in Tom's River on the way to the mall down there,
bubble?
It's a bubble.
it's
He's talking
called the
about
dome.
The indoor sports
It's called
complex?
the dome.
We call it. Yeah, it is. He's
Yeah.
right, but we call it the bubble.
And
The bubble.
Okay, but I'm just telling you the name because if you're looking it up online, it's the dome, and in it has now it's a full like entertainment sports party arena.
Yeah.
So it's got virtual golf and actual golf with a full
So-
driving
What?
range.
Wait, are you talking
Yeah.
about the big white?
The dome. Yeah.
And it's by one of the Tums River schools.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Look,
the
we're all
bubble.
talking about the same thing.
We're
They
talking
have,
about the
they
same
have
thing.
like golf and
So,
stuff.
so we
in
call
there?
it the
Yes.
bubble because that's where indoor track takes place for the high schools in the
That's
area.
just what we all
I'm
call
wondering if off season now they made it an entertainment venue.
So, like, if you ask any
it.
high
That would be a
school
bad
student,
idea.
if you ask any high school student, they're gonna call it the bubble
Yeah,
because
that's just what it's
that's-
called. And
that's
that
that's
circuit.
where winter track takes place for
Okay.
all of Ocean.
I'm
and
wondering if they're going to keep
Yes.
this separate venue open while they're trying to do sports because
that's where all of Ocean County does indoor track.
it's set up,
So
Dave.
Brick, Tom's River.
You've been to those
all
places
over.
where like you eat outside and then there's the driving range right
Yeah,
there.
yep.
It's almost set up like that.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
it is.
I haven't
cool.
been in there in a while because
No,
obviously my younger brother.
they
doesn't
were
live there
advertising
anymore,
it.
so.
They're doing a lot of. They're
Oh,
doing a
I
lot
get
of. Brick is building
That's
that
the
big
last time I was
recreation
in there.
area too.
Where?
Where the old food town, where they just put that new, where they just moved
Aldi.
Aldi to. That's going to be a big sports center.
That's been
recreation
empty
area.
for like ever.
Yes.
Well, now they have an Aldi's there, and they're going to build a
Oh.
big recreation center there.
That's the U-turn coming to the
Yes.
school.
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't know they built all this there. That's cool.
Oh yeah,
That's
big.
been
Aldi
empty
there, yeah.
forever, Dave.
It has.
Oh,
been,
yeah, no, I know.
Like
That's where
15
Food
years.
Town used to be. Yeah.
Wow,
But
that's
it's
cool.
it's good to see like there's more places popping up for physical activities and games because kids still like to run, jump, and play. It
And-
doesn't always have to be video games.
And I think coming out of COVID, I think adults are starting to be like, I don't want to lose that activity of going for walks and bike rides and whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Well, that
let
was
me
the
back
best
to
thing that
work.
came out of it. I think was that
awesome.
people
the
actually
families
got
together. Yeah.
activated to go do things. They got active.
Well,
Especially once
cool
the
to
quarantine
see-
lifted. Once the quarantine lifted, they're like freedom.
Well, it was cool to see like bicycle places that were going out of business completely turn into like the Rolls Royce of
It was- it was-
activities.
Bicycles, yeah,
it was
yeah.
interesting. Like as people that do go to the parks though, like my wife and I are avid like reservoirs.
Yep.
And to see like the population could quadruple, but like none of them knew etiquette. So you're
Yeah,
like,
they're like,
'cause
what
they're
do I do
first
here?
timers. So like you're running and they don't know to get out of the way. You're like on your, you're on your left, nobody moves, and you're like,
You should have said Beyonce.
or they
You're just
don't
doing
know,
these.
or they don't know like the yield sequences, like who yields to what.
Mm.
Put signs up. When you go to reservoirs, they tell you who yields to. Like
Mm.
bicycles have to yield to everybody, and walk like
Walkers yield to
Yeah,
runners
yeah,
and so on
yeah,
and so
exactly.
forth. Yeah.
so.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool. But those two facilities I figured I'd mention because the dome I want to go to, I haven't been there yet.
Mm.
And then we also went. I told you I was going to go to K-Pot in Tom's River, the
You did say
Korean
that,
barbecue.
Well,
yeah,
K-pop's
yeah.
big nationwide.
Yeah,
Everybody loves K-pop.
I'd never been. It
I'd never been either.
was cool. So again, I don't know how much you want to spend. It's $30 or $35 period ahead. For the extra $5, you get unlimited everything, and I mean steaks, pork. I don't know if you, I know you guys aren't big seafood guys, but they have seafood.
No.
They have both mild
Italian.
and spicy. They've got soups with different noodles. They have veggies, and they just keep bringing it. It doesn't stop.
Yeah, I'm a bad Italian.
It's cool.
We don't do seafood in my household. Well,
Well-
my wife and I don't do seafood. Obviously, my Italian family does seafood.
Yeah, my guys
I just
don't
never
do,
got into it.
I don't want to say they don't do anything, but they don't do a lot. Like they like seafood, but it's got to be like batter. Like they like,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
calamari and fried
Yeah,
shrimp,
okay.
fried calamari.
Right.
I love raw seafood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm also the only sushi eater in the house.
Ugh.
They'll do like vegetable sushis where it has like you know,
Yeah.
cucumbers. or
Nah,
whatever
that's not
in it.
my cup of tea.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I
you
don't do the
eat
seafood.
pizza and chicken. Like let's not.
I
Let's
eat a
not.
lot of chicken.
Let's
Don't
not
forget
mess
the
around.
pasta. Don't forget the pasta.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
pasta
my
too.
pasta.
Pasta.
We make a good chicken.
Pizza,
My wife and I
chicken,
have
pasta.
chicken all the time. Chicken
Now-
rice
now,
broccoli is like the go-to.
Does Kelsey eat more than just chicken? And
Um,
does she have a heavier palate than you do, or more
No,
varied palate than you do?
we have very similar palates. I mean, I eat more than just chicken and pizza, obviously.
And
but
pasta.
That's my preference.
What else do you stretch to? Like that you don't eat often, but you eat it.
Well, we have pork pork all the time. Like Kelsey's family makes pork all the time. They don't do red meat really.
Okay.
So, and which is more along my lines. Except
Yeah, you don't
like
do a lot of meat. Yeah.
meatballs.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Meatballs. I make a good meatball.
Not that you need to make meatball with pork. You could, I mean, you could, or beef. You could use chicken if you wanted to.
we use veal.
Oh, do you ever
There's-
put it all together?
Well, the reason we switched to veal, so the family recipe
It's beef.
was originally beef.
Yeah.
And then they do the mix. You know, some members of my family do the mix, but it was because my grandfather had heart disease. So back a while ago, he was one of the first people to get a quadruple bypass in the country.
Oh,
But
jeez.
what happened was one of his doctor's visits, they were like, "Listen, no more
Beef.
red meat," and he was like, "That's not gonna happen."
See you
because-
guys on the other side.
Because you know, like again, his father was off the boat Italian, like he was from. So like Sunday was a family dinner.
Meatballs.
It was they
Always there.
spent hours making the sauce, and so he was like, all right. The doctor's like, all right, if you have to do it, then do it leaner like a veal. So
I mean, it's
so my
still-
grandma. Yeah, like I said, I think it's bugging the
Yeah.
system. I don't think
It's getting away with it, but that's
yeah,
fine.
I don't think it changes.
I don't
much.
think it was well thought out.
Still the same animal.
But
Yeah,
so my
exactly.
grandma.
I won't have the front of the cow. I have the back.
So
of the
my
cow.
grandma switched to using veal, and then my mom just kept using. My mom, if she can't
Veal's
find
good.
any veal, she'll do other things.
It's more pricey.
But
it's good.
it is. But and sometimes you can't find it. Sometimes so she can't find it. We'll do other things. But like I grew up, like the first couple of years of my life, it was like beef, and then boom, it was veal for the rest of my like childhood. So I mean,
Veal-
I'll
veal
eat.
cutlets are real good.
I'll eat a
Oh.
beef meat. I'll eat beef meatballs. I'll eat. It doesn't whatever. But my preference, like if I'm making it myself, is veal.
How about you? Like your family, when we're looking at like meats of preference, or even foods of preference, like where do you?
We try
where do
to
you hang
make
out?
meatballs. They don't stay as meatballs.
You just
They
gotta put.
kinda-
You just. You,
They
you-
kind of disintegrate.
No. You
Are
just
you
gotta have
using
more
enough breadcrumbs? Yeah.
That's what I told. See, that's what I said to my dad when he
gotta
was making
breadcrumb
them.
it.
That's what I
Got
said.
to.
When,
It's
that's what I
the-
said to my
it's
dad
the-
when he was making them, and he said that they fell apart. I said, "Well, Master Dave said you just got to add more breadcrumbs." And
Yeah.
he said, "But I added so much
No,
breadcrumbs."
It's literally,
Exactly.
it's literally
Evidently
egg water.
evidently not enough.
Breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
That's all
But
it
did he
is.
put egg in it?
I don't know.
You have to
You have
have
to put
it.
egg
I
in
mean,
it.
egg
I'm
rolls are
assuming
too
so.
So
good.
you take
'Cause
the
it's
meat.
part of it, right?
You take
Yeah.
the meat. You crack the egg. You put the egg in it, and then you put and you gotta knead it all.
Oh,
with
I'm
your
sure he
hand.
did that. I'm sure. I guess that he
And
put
you know
in
what he could do
breadcrumbs.
too,
It
if you
just-
want to make sure he really packs it well.
Yeah.
You use an ice cream scooper that has the metal piece that comes out and pushes it out, and you use an ice cream and you pack it into.
When
the
I
ice
was
cream
first
scooper,
learning how to
it comes
make-
right
when
out,
I-
and they're perfect, and it packs nice.
When I was
Nice,
first learning
nice.
how to
I'll
make the
recommend that.
family sauce there, and I said to my mom, I was like, you're trying to get exact. Like, I'm like,
Oh,
well,
that's
how much of this do
impossible
I add?
with an Italian family.
How much do I do? How many?
A
What's the
pinch.
breadcrumb? What's a
A
breadcrumb?
pinch, palm of your hand.
Well, till
No,
she goes,
it's even
she
worse
goes
than
till
that.
it feels right. I was like, well, that's not an answer. I need
No.
to know, like, what am I
Yeah.
adding?
I was like,
and now I get what she's
I
saying.
was like, come
but-
on, like it's an Italian family. You
So
have
on-
to know that none of the recipes.
On today's
are
episode of
exactly the
Cooking in Crocs,
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, it's a
Cooking
good.
in Crocs.
Ooh,
Ooh, new
we can
segment,
do it.
new show, new
Yeah.
show.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
New channel, new
We,
channel.
we could do that once a quarter, like a
We're
little
gonna have a
meal
lot
with
of
the
offshoot
guys.
channels coming. We're gonna have gaming in
yeah,
Crocs coming out.
man.
We're gonna have cooking in Crocs coming out. I would so be down for. That'd be perfect for Master Paul.
Cooking in Crocs. Have him come on as a
That'd be
special cook
perfect
guest.
for Master
He's
Paul.
fantastic, so that makes sense.
I mean, he's a legit chef.
This is trained
So-
chef. Yeah.
So just so you know, 'cause I know you like the mini meatballs. What?
No, I don't like the mini meatballs.
Oh
I,
no.
well, I
Why'd
like
you
mini
make them at the
meatballs.
Super Bowl?
I like mini
No,
meatballs. I make them.
Watermelon scooper.
No, I make the mini meatballs at the Super Bowl. That's not like if I'm having a Sunday dinner. That's not the size of the meatballs. I make the
Don't
mini.
yawn in public. Not an attractive look on you. Go
We
ahead.
make the
Says
mini
the guy who
ones.
yawns every single podcast.
Everybody
We
looks
make the
great
mini ones at Super Bowl
when I do it.
because there's so many people
It's so
coming.
true. Yeah.
Because there's so many
No,
people
they came out
coming.
good. They came out
And
good.
so we do 2 packages instead of 1. We just double the recipe. But I make them small so that there's more for everybody.
And it came out good. Now your sauce was
They're
good
really
too,
good, yeah.
but I do like a slightly sweeter sauce. So
Mhm.
what you
Everybody has their
what you
preferences.
could try a tiny bit of sugar and a pat of butter, not
Yeah.
a stick.
Just
But like
Yeah,
two
everybody has
pads of
their
butter, yeah.
preferences.
Chop off, right?
Yeah, but my preference is best. So anyway, I'm just saying.
I mean,
No, but it
he
was
is
good.
more
It was
Italian
good.
You
than
know what
any
I'm
one of
not.
us.
It was
you know
really
what
good.
I'm not good at though is dicing onions. So I cheat and I had the onion dicing thing, and
No,
that
you
still
know,
didn't help. me
You
all
know
that
what
much.
you do?
You can buy them pre-diced.
No, stop
You
it.
can.
Stop it.
I didn't. But you can.
People are gonna hate me that I say this. I mash it. I put it in a blender and I mash it, so it's almost like a mush. And then you don't taste that at all in the sauce, no matter what. You're not gonna come across a piece. I don't like the chomp on.
So
No,
wait
you
a minute.
shouldn't, because it should be soft anyway.
So wait.
Yeah.
But I actually will mash it up in a blender.
I've
you
watched
said-
Master Paul make that video on how to dice
Oh, you
an
had
onion.
dice an onion?
I've watched it so many times, and I couldn't do it. Then I watched Gordon Ramsay on YouTube.
Yeah.
He did the exact same thing, pretty much.
Yeah, and I couldn't do it.
It's the knife has to be insanely sharp.
Yes.
Like
And
it has to be
he's
like
you can't
butter
cut the
through
root.
it.
Yeah, it's definitely not my knife, but it's like
Yeah.
again with the don't cut the root, and I'm like I can't do it.
No, but you've heard multiple times, right? Like if you get cut when your knife is dull.
Yeah.
It's a bigger. Like I have to get new knives because mine even I have to sharpen them
Even
almost
with the
every
sharpeners?
use.
I sharpen every use anyway.
I have the hand sharpener where it's the 3 levels of sharpening, literally right next to the knives. So it like dulls it and then sharp and then fine tunes is the three pieces with it.
Interesting.
And then there's newer ones, the knife table where you hold the knives.
Yeah.
And the sharpeners in each slot. So
Oh,
as you
when
pull it out.
slice it out.
My brother-in-law
nice.
last
Those are nice.
not this last Christmas, the Christmas before that got a really expensive knife sharpening kit, like a professional like.
They're not. Listen, as much as everybody makes fun of the guys that come in with it, what are those knives they sell in at your house?
Go.
The Cutco knives are actually excellent.
Oh yeah,
But they're
not
just
bad.
really expensive.
Well,
but they
that's
also
quite
give you
excellent.
lifetime free sharpening with it. So like every other month, you can send it in and they resharpen the knives for you.
Remember Ginsu knives?
Yes, those are actually good too. They had like 7,000 different versions of them. They're like,
He's
oh my
doing
God.
the infomercials on the TV.
You know what I'm looking at now? Do you see them advertising it on Facebook a lot? Those really big like knives that look like a sword.
Yes.
I
Oh
want one
my
now.
God.
I
The
have
cleaver
nowhere to
looking
put them.
ones?
Yeah, I have nowhere to put the
The
damn things.
gigantic
Yeah.
cleaver
They're
looking
great.
one.
If you guys are on Facebook, they're advertising
There's
them
one.
everywhere.
There's
Yeah, it's like the
There's an
manliest
Buy
episode-
2
knife.
get 2 free.
there's an episode of One Piece where Sanji
They're
uses-
$180
uses
each.
giant knives, and I'm like, I've seen those on Facebook.
I am telling you, it's pretty cool. I almost bought them the other day because it was 2 for $4. No, yeah, 2 for $4. But that was almost $400 in knives for the 2. And then I'm like, but I can hide them. I can't. They're as big as my drawer.
No, you put them
One
on the
of them
sword.
is
You
this
put them in the
big.
sword rack in the basement.
Yeah.
I'd have to. You know what I really want? I want the chopping one because it has like the finger slots for it,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
hevier, which is
Yeah.
nicer for chopping. It'll go
it's
right through.
huge.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice. Yeah. Yeah, we have to do Cooking with Crocs. I like it.
Cookin In
That's
Crocs.
a good idea.
I'm
We'll
yawning
get some
'cause my son's
recipes.
not
What are
finished.
some of your favorite recipes
Yes,
or
comment
things
below,
to
please.
try?
Charity, comment below.
Now I want. I know, seriously. Now I do want to try to make some of the Korean barbecue at home. I'm dying to make some. Yeah. It's
the
a lot like
K-pops are
soy
cool.
sauce and garlic.
We make
but
a
it's
homemade
good.
hibachi.
Nicole does that too. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's very unhealthy for you.
Oh,
But we
Oh,
make
big
wait.
time.
Yeah.
Anything
hibachi
with
is
anything
very
with
not
soy
healthy for you.
sauce is
Do you know
not
how
good.
much sugar goes into hibachi?
And,
I
yeah,
watch you
and
guys
sodium
make it,
a
so
lot.
yes.
Sugar and
No,
sodium.
but like homemade hibachi sauce, it's a lot of sugar.
I
Making
watch
hibachi
them
noodles.
as they're
So we
making
make
it.
the noodles. It's a lot
I
of
watch
sugar.
them how much sugar they have to put into that thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I never watched it. No, it's a lot.
Yeah.
We don't add sugar to ours.
So
She
we
just has the soy
make the hibachi
sauce.
noodles.
and,
Like if you went to the restaurant.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sugar.
wow.
So
So
you
they
always cut back on it, you know.
Then it wouldn't taste like what you get at the restaurant.
we cut back. Like I'm very nervous with salt because my grandfather had issues with salt when he was older. So I'm just like I'm gonna stay away from salt. So but salt is a big thing of Italian cooking. Like you put salt in
Yeah. Oh,
It's
yeah.
like everything.
Everything. It's like what are you gonna add to the salt?
What are you going to add to
You
the
know,
salt? The
yeah.
sauce? Okay, great.
Exactly.
Salt.
Oh, good
The
salt.
master spice.
It is. It is the spice of all spices.
Eh?
I want to start incorporating. Was it cumin? Is that a little bit spicy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to start incorporating that to some of my stuff too. So I don't mind a little bit of a kick to my meals. So again, what kind of meals do you like? So you're saying meatballs.
If you like, you ever make you like a little kick? You ever pop your own popcorn, like popcorn
All the time.
kernels?
Oh,
So you do it on the
yes.
stove. You add a little bit of oil. So I had a friend.
No, we do
many-
the air popper now because Nicole's trying to avoid oil.
Okay.
But yes, we have done it the way you're talking about. So
Right.
continue. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Not all oil's bad for you. Just some of
No,
the
we just
the
try
seed
to-
oils are not great, but
Yeah.
olive oil's not bad for you at all.
Yeah, sure.
I,
I love olive oil, and it tastes fantastic.
No,
And
no.
it's the purest of oil.
It's,
Yes.
it's actually really not
Yeah.
bad for you.
Yeah, there's discussions on it, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything in moderation is good.
Yeah,
right,
I'm
exactly,
just
yeah.
saying. I mean, I've spent a lot of time listening to this stuff.
So
Seed
what about-
oils
so
are
you-
bad, but anyway.
So no, you were saying you were doing
Um,
something. Yep. With the popcorn in the pot
So my friend
with a little bit of oil.
taught me this trick. I can never do it if I'm making it for Kelsey. 'Cause she don't like spice, but so my friend Rachel many years ago,
Many.
chili oil. You can
Chili
get chili oil
oil.
down the aisle.
Never use it.
Yeah, so you can get chili oil, like Asian chili
Cool.
oil.
Yeah.
They call it. It's where with all the other. If you go to the aisle where they have like all the different different cuisines where you can get your. You ever go to ShopRite and they got like the
Yeah. No, I think I have
Cultural
an
aisle
idea.
where it's all-
Yeah.
So,
they have the
you
different
go down there,
powders
you
and
can
stuff.
find
Yep.
the chili oil, and you don't have to use a lot. You just use a little bit as your popping oil. So when it
But you
pops-
mix it with other oil.
No,
Oh.
No.
Okay.
no, just a little bit, and you heat it up, and then put the lid on it, let it pop.
Yeah.
Your popcorn, because that's not oily, but it's got that chili kick to it. It is. It's got some spice to it. You add a little bit of salt, gold. You don't even have to add the salt. 'Cause she didn't add.
So
she
you know
doesn't
what?
Add salt
You
to
know
it,
we
but
do.
it was
We'll try it out
good.
once when we're here, since Kelsey doesn't have it.
Yeah, it's solid.
We'll have her.
Yeah.
We'll try it out.
I'd be
It's
down
a
for
solid.
it.
It's spice though. I mean,
Sounds
it's
good.
got a kick to it.
We'll try it. Nicole
Sounds good.
Nicole loves popcorn, so we do. But again, trying to keep healthy, which she's successful. Is the air popper we got for her birthday. So she has this air popper, and it's a mess. The thing is not
I've
built
used-
right,
I've
so
used-
it's like
Yeah, I've
shoots
used
it
air
everywhere. I'm
poppers.
like, come on.
Open your mouth.
It reminds me of one of those
catch it?
like shows where the kid has like a pillow and like a football helmet, and he's just trying to catch everything into the bucket. Yeah,
so
exactly.
my parents got an air popper for their wedding.
Okay,
It was a wedding present,
nice,
and that's the one we used out throughout my entire childhood. Perfectly, worked perfectly.
nice.
Never found the air popper since that worked, where it doesn't shoot everywhere.
Yeah,
theirs works
I don't understand.
perfectly.
The
You put
design
the bowl
is
and
just.
it was
That's
perfect.
crazy.
Yeah, we've never had a problem.
They just cheesed up on the design because they have it.
Had a
coming
little butter
down,
tray.
but not down.
Had a little butter tray in it, so you put the butter in
ours
the
is on
tray.
top,
Put
yeah.
it, no, it's not on top.
Oh, ours
so
is
this
on
just
top.
right on the side, a little metal
Oh,
metal butter tray. Put the butter in there; it would melt as it was popping, and just pour it on. There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
and
Ours
it-
is like you put it
they work
on the top
forever.
and it melts from the top
Yeah,
onto it.
yeah.
Yeah, it's neat. We don't do the butter, Nicole. Again, we're trying not to. I'm not a
Man, you
big.
gotta live a little bit. Jeez.
I'm not a. No, we've been living a lot. Like so, after our cruise, we haven't been unliving.
They've been living.
After our cruise, we haven't been unliving food wise, and we need to rope it back in a little. Got to rope it back in a little.
Yeah.
You know, especially after Valentine's Day wasn't a smart move. We got like 5 or 6 of those big heart things full of random chocolates.
I got some of the Girl Scout
5 or
cookies.
6?
Yeah.
I got Girl Scout
Well,
cookies out the wazoo.
I got a big one for Nicole. Then
Oh, by the way, you have Girl Scout cookies coming your way tomorrow.
from Tom's River.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, I'll have the funds.
I gotta
crumb
leave
cake.
you-
Are you buying a crumb cake from us? We're selling crumb cakes.
Don't pedal me on air.
Yeah, that's a yes. That's a yes, folks. You saw
If
that.
anyone
Remember,
wants to buy a
It's-
crumb cake,
it's
from
been Girl
Nick,
Scout
this
season.
entire
Why
entire
don't the
episode.
Boy Scouts sell anything good?
Oh no,
No, I mean I love crumb cake. I love crumb cake.
No, but they have something now. The cards, the
Oh
discount
yeah,
cards.
yeah.
They have the newer ones now, which is really easy to understand. It's just a big cardboard piece with a bunch of little like pop outs, and right on the top, $5 ShopRite. It's like you're instantly getting your
I'm
money
gonna get
for it.
yelled at again because I bought more Girl Scout cookies. I don't even remember who I buy from
Yeah.
because the students come
I
up
know.
to you and they ask you, and it's like it's hard to say no to a little girl that's like
They're
"Would you
being
please
sweet. They're
buy a
trying.
cookie?"
Yeah.
I,
So I'm like,
I do
Capitalism
it very
at its
easily.
best.
I just say no.
Yeah,
I
but
do-
you're
I do-
cold
do
hearted.
very
Makes
easily.
sense.
Well, us,
I think the only person
those of
I
us
bought
with
from was
emotions.
you guys. I think.
Those was your feelings in her soul.
I think the only ones I bought was from Isabella.
So those are the warm
because I bought
hearts.
from her every single time so far. So
Good call.
um,
Keep consistent.
Yeah, I
with it.
everybody
got-
else
so
will
I
be like,
got,
nah.
so I have more Girl Scout cookies coming my way, and my wife's gonna kill me. But
We have some. She said, "I love you." If you guys can pick that up, in
what if
Um,
what if instead of Girl Scout cookies I
yeah.
bought more Crocs? Silent.
Wow, there's so much love coming in. I wish you guys can hear, but we can't. Lots of
Yeah,
love
So
coming
much
in.
love
my-
coming
my,
from the kitchen right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
So,
I like that. It's good.
pardon me. Speaking of, we were talking about activities.
Yes.
Kids' activities.
Yep.
And things that we do and how adults like to do things. You might know that Steve and I like to run obstacle course races,
We sure do.
Spartan races. And we do one race a year that's easier.
Oh,
Family
this is
friendly.
a good topic to talk about. Yeah.
It's easier. It's family friendly. We do the Rugged Maniac. We do every year.
Yes. On
where
July, right?
we have
In June?
people- July. Yep.
It is
you
July. I
nailed
was
it.
right the first time. Sorry.
It is gone.
They got rid of the Rugged Maniac?
It's gone.
Mysteriously gone.
It's gone.
Like the event anywhere or just the one local?
Nationwide.
Anywhere.
It must have gone bankrupt. So Monday they were still taking registrations. Tuesday they sent a message to everybody, put up on all their social media, and they were like, "We're refunding everybody. The race is done. Thank you for the memories."
What?
Yeah, it was
your
crazy.
pal Dave, not me, Dave.
Gilbert,
your
yeah.
pal Dave. He was in one of their advertisements, jumping over the
For the longest
Yeah.
time. It was a
Yeah.
great picture of him too. Yeah,
It was
over
a
the
great
fire
picture of
thing.
him,
Yeah.
yeah. Race is done, gone.
Wow.
Dead.
So sad.
I feel like everybody loved that because it was a nice balance of like easy going but still giving you challenges of the obstacles.
It
like
was- it was a
wasn't
great
as-
introduction to
Fun race.
OCRs.
Yeah.
It was a fun race. They definitely toned down the mud.
Yeah.
A
So when
lot.
we first
It was
started doing it, it was a
annoying.
lot of mud. Actually, my friend Rachel, the first race I ever ran, OCR, was with Popcorn Girl.
Do they? Oh, okay.
Popcorn girl.
Do they also host the color runs, or is that a different group? Or
Different
they throw
group.
the paint at you and
Different.
stuff like
Different
that?
group.
Yeah.
Color
Oh,
runs
okay.
are different. That's just a straight up run.
Yeah.
And
But
they
they
get-
have
and
the
then they get
powdered.
I did
colored.
I did a nighttime color run one time, which was awesome.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Was it? Is it like with like black lights where it
Yeah.
glows?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's nighttime color.
I
run.
still want to try. Not that I'll survive because
Spartan
I
race?
can't run. Nope.
Well, he's
this-
coming with us to be the cameraman.
at
for
one
of the
point
true.
in
Crocs,
the
if you remember.
future from today. The zombie run.
I would know.
I want it
No.
so bad. We have to make
Nope.
it to like the stations.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, why not?
Not the app, like when
Nope.
people chase you.
Still
no,
no.
real one.
That's
Why
even
not?
worse. Nope.
You won't do it?
Even worse.
Like, what if you're
Why?
the zombie?
No way.
What if you're the chasing person?
Yeah, you could be a zombie.
What if you're the chaser?
See, I don't know. I'm just not a zombie guy. I don't do that type of stuff. I don't like it.
You could be a zombie bride. We'll let you have it.
No, don't like it.
So you don't go to like the zombie walk in Asbury?
Nope. No.
Your kids could.
No, not with the guys.
I was-
Come on. I have to go by myself, without a doubt.
Yeah, so we were bummed.
Yeah.
We found that out this week that the race is done.
Look at me, Nick is gone.
That's
And we have some students.
crazy.
We have some students that run that with us because you can do it. Like the age restriction is a little bit younger than
Yeah, it's like
a
what,
Spartan
14?
race.
I think it's like 14.
or 13.
Did you feel attendance was dropping?
I knew it was happening. I
Yeah,
knew it was on its
definitely
last
was.
Oh,
legs.
really?
Because our team attendance was dropping.
Yeah. Well, the race started to get a little bit less fun because you're taking the mud out. They took away as soon as it took away a day. I was like, oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, they stopped doing the Sundays.
You used to
Or
do it
just on
Saturday, Sunday,
Saturdays.
and then the last 2 years they got rid of the Sundays. I was like, that's a problem. That's never a good sign when a race
It
starts
was a
cutting
big problem
back.
for us,
Yeah.
schedule wise.
Yep.
Man, that stinks. I felt, even though I didn't get a chance to do it, I felt that it got.
But you
people
could have
had
done.
such
You
a good time.
could have
Yeah,
done that
yeah,
one
yeah.
and been fine. Like that's the one Vinatelli runs with us, and like
Yeah.
because the thing with the Spartan race is the mountain itself is a big obstacle.
No,
for a
my
lot of
only
people.
chance with doing
Yep.
a Spartan race that I'll ever is like a sprint in a stadium.
Those are great.
Yeah, that's my.
I was
only
just
If you were
So I
like
was
be trying
talking to-
for real, you mean?
one. Yeah,
Instead of
probably.
I was
just
talking
doing
to-
our
I was-
fun little
well, I was
thing with the
talking to-
Crocs. Yeah.
Why? Even your fun little
Well, I
thing.
was
I'll do
talking
it
to
at the sprint.
Danielle.
Oh, you'll keep up with us just easily while wearing Crocs.
yeah. Well, I was talking to Danielle today,
Yeah.
and she was like, "I don't know, how could a stadium be easier? So many flights." I said, "No, you're misunderstanding. You go up the flight of stairs, but then you run across like 4 or 5."
Oh, it's
Yeah,
challenging.
no, don't get me wrong. It's a lot of
Yeah,
stairs.
but you're
you
not
still have
going
to go
up
up a
and
lot.
down, up and down, up and down. You're going up and then across.
And then back down.
But it's a
And then
simpler
down.
one. It's supposed to be.
Way easier. Way
it
easier.
is
than
nowhere
that.
near as physically taxing as
No,
that.
not at all. Not a chance.
It's nowhere near as soul crushing
Yeah.
as when you reach one point.
I do a lot
And your
of.
sneakers blow out.
So
We do a lot of- we do a lot of-
On your
Uh,
Flintstone running because your sneakers blow
Yeah.
out.
We do a lot of mentally
That's
taxing
funny.
things.
Oh, God.
It's crazy.
That's cool. So so you guys are talking about this event that we're working on tomorrow. You guys are going to an event, or
Me.
you are,
But, and
a couple
Alex.
other folks. Yeah,
Alex is going.
Kelsey's
There's a whole
going,
team of
obviously,
people.
yeah.
Kelsey. Yeah, the polar plunge. We jump in the ocean.
Polar bear
Now
plunge.
you've been doing that for how long now? A while.
Quite a few
This
years,
is
yeah.
year 9, I think. I want to say.
Dang, man.
Now, is Andrew going or no?
No.
No.
So you don't do that then? Like
No.
you don't go on?
No, Alex
okay.
is the only one that's done it
I
with me.
did not.
Yeah, and he's done it a long
obviously,
time.
like we do it. There's a Colin, a student of ours,
Yep, it was awesome.
who has Down syndrome.
Yep.
he does the Special Olympics, and the whole thing goes to Special Olympics.
Mm.
So,
Got
and
it.
then
I
his
love that.
father actually a couple years ago, maybe longer than a couple years ago, but accepted a position working for Special Olympics. So he works.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
So, yeah,
That's great.
so that's what he does for a living. So he's one of the organizers of the event, and they let him go see his family and then come back. And
That whole family's awesome, but no,
so
yeah.
anyway, we've been doing it with them for a long time. So there's a bunch of students that are there. But yeah, it seems less impressive now that like cold plunge is like a big thing. Everybody does a cold plunge now. Like I do
Yeah.
a plunge every day. I'm like okay,
Yeah,
but-
good for you.
it's
Not
fun.
me.
You
The
run in the
closest
ocean.
I do
you
to
run
a
out.
cold plunge is in the shower, like getting in before it's warm. I was like, oh, okay,
Ooh,
done.
yeah.
I'll be back.
In like 2 seconds. Yeah.
Step
I
out,
actually,
be like,
I
come back
actually,
in.
I do
Warms
try
right-
and
right up.
I do try to end my shower cold.
Nice. So
But-
what do you have? Kelsey just yell at you, and you feel cold.
Yeah,
Get
that's
out,
what I do. Yeah.
The cold shoulder.
Yeah.
Horrible humor, by the way. The worst.
terrible.
It's
You-
the
you
worst.
tried
That's
really hard.
real bad. It was. It
Oh,
was a
yeah.
heck of a stretch.
Yeah.
It was a heck of a stretch.
You did a great job.
Yeah, I did not. That
But,
was unsuccessful at all.
Yeah, so we'll be doing that tomorrow morning.
Now, you
Well,
signed up
actually
for-
yesterday
Yeah.
morning.
How many?
when it drops.
How many races are you guys signed up for this year?
Right now we're signed up for 5.
We're not signed up for 5. We have
Oh,
5
as far as like
potentials.
officially
We are
signed
officially
up for it?
signed up for 1. We have
One.
like 5 in the books that we're going to probably do. Although Palmerton may or may not happen. We'll see.
Why would Palmerton not happen?
Because July is a very busy month.
But didn't you already have that day set aside for Rugged Maniac though?
Yes, but Rugged Maniac doesn't require an all-day drive to Pennsylvania.
So hopefully you guys
Also-
see that if you're
also-
doing a Spartan race, it involves a lot of planning.
Yes.
Because again, to get there, make sure you're physically ready. You have whatever supplies you need. The
Yeah,
longer
well,
the run, the
yeah,
more
in
things
July,
you need
both
with
my
you.
nephews are going to be here. Normally, they can run the Rugged Maniac with us.
Oh yeah,
Not
without a doubt.
anymore.
So that's not
Why?
going to happen.
Rugged Maniac's gone.
It's gone.
Oh, I thought you meant the Spartan.
So,
race. I'm
so
sorry. Yeah.
Oh no,
so
Dominic
they-
could do a sport. I think even Logan could now, right? He's old enough now, right?
For a Spartan.
Logan's done it twice.
Well,
Oh,
Logan-
Spartans.
Spartan
No,
race.
yeah, he probably could. Dominic won't run a Spartan race.
But
I was
they-
pretty sure
don't
14
they have
was
the
the
option?
age, as
Don't
long
they
as
have
they're
the
with an
option
adult.
where they can just run it now? You said where they don't have to do the obstacles.
Well, that's a different race section.
That's a trail.
That's called a trail.
Okay, so the
Um,
kids can do the trail.
No, kids could do
Probably
a kids
not.
race.
Okay,
Although I'm pretty
But I'm
sure
pretty
the
sure
age is
14,
14 is
yeah,
the
I
age,
think
as
within
long
a
as you're with an
supervised
adult. Yeah.
But Dominic can't do it because he's in the special. He's in Special Olympics. No, he's not. He's in the Junior Olympics. So
oh
he
cool,
Can't, he can't risk getting injured.
nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He ran Junior Olympics last year.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh yeah. He's legit. He's good. He's good.
He's got
but,
the bandwidth for it. His legs are huge. How tall is he now? 6'3"?
No, he's like 6'5", 6'4". Wow.
Man, I still remember you holding him. That's
I remember me holding
crazy.
him.
I know.
And now
it's
he's
wild.
like-
I don't remember you holding.
Yeah.
it.
Now he's
I
holding
wasn't
you.
around for that.
Now he's rocking you back and forth.
But yeah, so and then Declan turned 1 in July, so we're gonna have to do a party. And there's a lot of things that go on in July that we're trying to figure out.
Spend the
Busy,
entire month
busy.
getting ready for my birthday in
We're gonna
August. It
do
makes
a,
sense. Yeah.
Busy.
Gonna do a live episode of the podcast at his birthday, I assume.
I love it.
I'm not
He'll
gonna-
be the guest.
I am
Are you
not-
guys gonna do this mash cake
I
thing?
am not gonna commandeer my son's birthday. For
Yes.
No, we will.
Yes.
We
Perfect.
will. You don't.
Yeah, no,
He'll be
we're
the
definitely
guest.
gonna
He'll be the
smash cake.
guest.
yeah.
We're doing, the things we're definitely gonna do a smash cake, and he's definitely gonna choose his starter.
Wait, what do you mean starter?
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Oh,
So you put the baby. You never seen that? You put the
No.
3 original starter stuffed animals on the ground, and you let the
Whichever one he goes to
he
is the one
crawls
that
to
he
it.
wants.
it's gonna be a Squirtle.
It might be.
Also, they do it with Harry Potter houses.
Dude,
There's a lot of things you
I've
do for
never heard of this.
You
It's
don't-
always at the
There's a lot of
kid's
things you can
birthday?
do it for. There's a lot
Yeah,
of things
oh,
you can do
yeah,
it for.
yeah.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
big.
cool.
We went to a 2-year-old birthday party, and they
Are you
they-
gonna put in front of him
so they let
Giants
him
and
do.
Jets?
So what they did? No, God, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
They did a 2-year-old
we should
birthday.
do that.
We went to-
Not paying attention.
We went to
we'll
a
do it.
2-year-old birthday
Exactly,
party,
yeah.
and they did the Generation 2 starters, the Gen 2 starters for Pokemon. So the first year they did the Gen 1, the second year they did Gen
Nice.
2.
Giants, Jets, and Eagles.
I don't know about Eagles. I
Get the
don't
Eagles
know
off
about
that
Eagles.
list.
You
How
can leave
dare you.
Eagles out of it.
All right, just Giants and
Just
Jets.
Giants and
How
Jets.
dare
though.
you.
Yeah.
Giants and
I'd
Jets.
be in for
But
that.
And Dallas.
That'd
sorry.
be
So-
nice. Patriots.
So we're not dragging him to the plunge though. Tomorrow we're gonna let him chill with my parents. But
That's fine.
I'm heading back to
1 year
Dallas
he'll be
soon.
there.
Are you scheduling a trip?
oh my God,
I'm
that
going
was-
back
I would
to that
love go
hotel.
Dallas.
I'm going
Dallas,
back.
you going to the same hotel? That
Yep.
hotel's great.
Yeah, it's
Hey, Kels, want
fantastic.
to go to Dallas again?
I'm heading to the same hotel.
He's going
Get
to
out-
the same hotel. Want to just go with Nick for a weekend?
You guys should come with me for a weekend. I'm going in April. I'll be gone for almost the whole week. Yeah.
I wish I could.
I got a lot of
That
trips.
is a cool hotel, Samurai Cowboy Hotel.
Samurai Cowboy
The-
Hotel.
my room. I've
That's
got.
what it is.
You guys never told me that was the name of it.
Well,
Oh, it's so
well,
cool.
That's not
the name of it.
it's the
It's
theme.
Legacy West Hotel,
It's like, but it's Samurai Cowboy.
and the area is beautiful.
So the decor is all Samurai Cowboy.
Oh my gosh.
The pillows on your bed are one says Samurai, one says Cowboy.
Yep.
That's crazy cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have like a cowboy hat hanging already in the room, but then
Yeah.
you have like
Samurai
Yeah,
like
designs.
I was
Yeah.
debating if I could take that hat or not.
me too. I was
Did I
too.
take this? Did they leave it here for me to get? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like it's there.
I don't think
It's
anybody
nice
would have
there.
objected if you had, honestly.
And then I got a trip to Columbus, Houston.
You just a traveling man.
I got
Made
a
a lot of
lot.
stops all over the world.
It's
He runs the
U.S.
entire country.
I haven't gone to the West yet, though. I want to go to California. I've never
Everybody
been.
caught the song reference. You're
That
old
is-
like me.
That is the first time
I
I've
wanna
ever
go
heard
to- I
someone
wanna go to
say,
Cali.
I want to go to California.
Well, I've never been. I've never been
You never been to
beyond
California?
Not even. My furthest west is Arizona. Oh, that's my other trip. I have to go to Phoenix and Tempe. But yeah, I have not
We
been.
may be going to Colorado.
Oh, cool. I haven't been to Colorado
Ooh,
either.
What's
again,
that,
huh?
Gals? There's a wedding. There's her cousin's getting married. We may go
That's
and
beautiful
take
there.
an extra day or two to just do some.
Have you
national
been
parking.
before? I heard it's-
Colorado? No.
Yeah, I haven't. I heard it's gorgeous.
I've been
I
to
almost moved there.
California. I've been to California, not Colorado.
My father, way back in the day, looked at a restaurant there. We almost bought a restaurant there.
Oh.
There was two places, Colorado and Florida. We looked
You know,
at the
so that means
restaurants.
Nice.
that means in an alternate dimension, reality.
I'm in Colorado
You're
right
in
now.
Colorado.
Yeah, and
There's
you
a
have a
world
dojo.
out there.
And you have a dojo you're running there.
Our paths never would have crossed. You
Yeah.
were in Colorado.
Oh,
There would
you
be
would've
no
been
Kickin
there.
in Crocs.
Yeah,
I mean, there would be.
There would be.
There
Just-
would be no shadow half.
There'd be no shadow half. It'd be very clean. Just just two halves. That's it. Sorry, I muddied the waters for
It
you
would
guys.
not be the same.
Yeah.
I know. Would not be as awkward. No, just kidding. You
There
need.
wouldn't
You
be
need
an
that.
old Dave. Or,
Yeah, exactly. You need
It would be
that.
an old Master Dave, yeah.
You need that pull from the olden days. You know, when we used to ride dinosaurs back and forth to school.
yeah.
I pedal myself to
No,
school.
I'm in Colorado. We would hit a national park
Uphill
or
both
two.
ways.
There's still
in the
so many
snow.
national parks we have to hit. Like we have to go back to Utah because there's still so many there that we didn't do.
Yosemite, Yellowstone. Where's that at? I'm brain freeze now.
Oh, Yellowstone.
One of them's
is-
one of them's on the west
Oh,
coast. I can't remember if it's.
Yellowstone.
Where is it?
Where?
Where is it? I'm having a brain freeze. Yeah.
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 I think you're right.
Yeah.
If only there was a device that I could pull out.
I know,
that
I'm
could
not
look
putting
up
on
this
the phone.
answer.
Well,
But yes.
regardless,
this
so
is awesome there.
we have a goal to hit all
Find
the.
it. Find it.
We have a goal to try and do as many of the national parks as we can.
Nice.
All of them if we can.
I want to start taking the kids. I have to take so after the black belt exam, the second day, Luke and I are going to Gettysburg for the rest of the weekend. So
Idaho,
he's
Montana, and Wyoming is Yellowstone.
okay. Thank you.
Well,
I've never been there either, so we're gonna go to Gettysburg for the weekend for the Boy Scouts right after black belt
I had
exam.
my buddy.
They're doing the reenactment
My
there.
buddy Dr. Chris went to Gettysburg College. That was his undergrad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I got the funniest call. So a doctor friend of ours who we used to train his kids, you know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
His sister calls me the other day asking about moving services. I'm like, I haven't had that company for 10 years.
Come on,
But
man, moving services. Is
Yeah.
dope.
Well, she first of all, she was insanely nice, as I expected. The whole family's nice.
Yeah.
So right away, I was like, I'll get the connections for you anyway. Of course, no problem at all. Yeah, and yeah, anything you need, let me know. But it was so funny because she's like, oh yeah, so and so told me to call you. Said that you can help me out with that. I'm like, sure.
I can.
I'll help you out no matter what. I have no problem doing that. But
Yeah, you can't not.
yeah,
I'm
but it's
debating what Crocs to wear tomorrow to this plunge.
not those.
You probably should.
One of your
wear
older
some
pairs.
No, I think I'm gonna go.
that are like
I
the
think I'm gonna go-
axles.
Zombie bear.
No, I actually think I'm gonna go with the slides. I'm gonna go with the slides and my warm socks.
Mm.
You know, like the
Steve, we're gonna try this one more time.
Yes.
What's your favorite foods that you make at the house?
We're circling all the way back.
It's like a good comedian. I'm
Yeah,
calling
yeah,
We're
back.
circling all the way back.
favorite
My,
food that
my
you make in
family's not really.
So
the
what I
big
like to no.
cooking family. My family's not really the big cooking family. Like they do a lot of preheated meals and stuff, like pre-made meals and stuff like that. So we don't really
That's
like cook. But it's it was my grandmother that would always do the like big Italian meals, and right now it's my aunt and uncle that do it like most, like the lasagna. They have this great. Have you ever had cinnamon lasagna?
No.
My aunt makes this, or was it my uncle? I forget which one of them make it. It's either my aunt or my uncle. They make this lasagna where they have cinnamon in it as well.
What
So
kind
it's-
of witchcraft is
it's-
I
this?
know. Now I want to try it.
It's actually really good. It's
I like
actually
that.
really good.
I like that. I like that. You know what? My
The
sister
plain like
does,
regular lasagna just tastes bland to me now. It just doesn't taste the same
because of that
anymore.
kick from the
Because I
cinnamon.
don't get that cinnamon and that cinnamon taste anymore.
That's Kelsey's mom makes macaroni and cheese. You should put the mustard in it.
Yeah, no,
Interesting.
that's good. That's good. Yeah. I've actually
Never heard of that before either.
I've heard of it.
Well,
I
you
never had it,
introduced
though.
me to macaroni and cheese with bacon.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
It's
whoa,
mac and
what?
cheeses.
Do you eat eggs? Like, do you like eggs?
Yeah, I'll have
You know
eggs.
what my sister does? She'll put the garlic powder in it. When
Really?
she's mixing it, it takes actually a good little kick to it. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Either
We have
onion or
garlic
garlic
powder.
powder. Can use either
I'll
one.
have to go look and see if we have any garlic.
Kelsey
Yeah.
makes cheesy eggs.
She
What,
puts
what do you
cheese,
mean?
like, melted
Just putting
in
cheese
it?
on it?
She puts Kelsey. What? Yeah, she puts cheese in it. What's your
You mean like an omelet?
cheesy eggs? What's the deal with
an
your cheesy
omelet?
eggs?
It's not an omelet. It's an omelet.
It's not an omelet.
You just mix it. You mix the cheese in while you're wrapping up the scrambled. Is that what you do? All right, that's cool.
Cheesy eggs.
Have you ever done eggs in a basket? Oh,
You know,
you
she's
take a slice
basically-
of bread, you cut out the middle, you break the egg into the middle, you put either pieces of bacon, ham, and tomato, mini tomato, cherry tomatoes in it.
Ooh.
You let it cook. You flip cheese, and the part you cut out, you put on top so it seals it. Flip it back, put cheese on it again, and serve. Oh, it's good.
You know, Casey.
Lucas
Kelsey's-
needs them every morning.
Kelsey's basically
They're good.
been on the podcast.
Sorry, it is good.
Kelsey's basically been on the podcast
This
several
whole
times.
time.
I know,
without-
I
Been
know.
talking to her most
I
of
know.
the
It's a lot of
time.
good info. Yeah,
Off
yeah. Luke is a
camera.
big fan of. Luke is one of those guys that can eat breakfast any time of the day anyway.
Yeah.
He likes eggs in a basket. He likes certain omelets. He likes almost any kind of egg. Then every Sunday, Nicole starts the day with some kind of muffins and then turkey bacon, and then we'll come out and make different eggs for everybody.
Turkey bacon.
Nice.
Yeah, again.
man,
Listen,
you
I'm
can't
gonna
have
say-
the regular bacon all the time.
I'm gonna say it.
It's
I'm gonna
just
say
not
it's
it.
so clean. Nicole lost 40+ pounds. She looks and feels fantastic.
All
She's
because
disciplined.
you
She
made
ain't gonna
fun
go
of her.
back. Yeah, that was all you.
Well, you know, there's the carnivore diet
Those
where
jeans
they,
look
where
good.
they do eat nothing but meat, including the fat and the bacon.
I know.
And the research is not on that, but people lose a ton of weight.
Yeah, but I don't
too.
know how healthy it is for you. You can still lose weight in a lot of different ways, and it's not healthy necessarily.
Very true.
No, the thing with.
I had a friend of mine that just lost weight with the fasting diet.
Well,
piece,
yeah.
And
No,
he had
but
to get rid of his
well, the inter-
gallstones.
You gotta be careful.
The interesting thing
yeah, he had
about-
to get rid of his
You gotta
gallbladder.
be
But
careful
the
with
interesting
that.
thing about like the carnivore diet is that it is, from what can be gleaned from it right now, very healthy for you.
Well, I know Rogan did it, but the conversation was that he could, like, how long can you sustain eating that way too? And
He's-
he's
no,
someone that eats
no, he's
like
still eating that
fresh
way now.
food. Yeah, I don't know if he's
still-
still doing
No,
as
he absolutely
strictly
is.
as he
Are
is.
you gonna question me on a Rogan question?
No, because I didn't research it at all, and you're
No, he absolutely-
sickly inspired by
He
him to the point where
absolutely
you
still
stalk
is.
him.
It's
You know,
not.
he lives in his bushes
It's
once a
not
month.
for me, but if you look up the guy that created the carnivore diet, he talks about that too. That it's not. He does it as a protocol to
The
bring down
Liver King?
inflammation. No, no. No, but you know what's interesting?
Steroid boy?
You know what's interesting though is a lot of people.
I don't take anything, but I take a lot of stuff.
But a lot of people think like they have a very old school idea of what is and isn't healthy, just based on what they grew up thinking.
Well, based on
is
what you
and
get
isn't.
from medical professionals, also, right? Like what
Well,
negatively affects
yeah, but-
cholesterol and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but I mean,
You know what I mean?
not to get into that debate, but
I'm
cholesterol
not
really
saying
has
they're right or
cholesterol
not right.
really has no bearing on your heart at all.
I
mean,
haven't
that's-
researched it enough.
Yeah,
It's got to have a
it's
negative bearing
fascinating.
somewhere because they still monitor it
That's-
nonstop.
Yeah, it's not necessarily true though because they get. I mean, there's a ton of things that don't get like pushed forward. Like they monitor it, but they monitor a bunch of things that don't matter. In
Yeah,
your
but
health
doctors will put you on
care.
medication to drop it, not below the standards which have dropped so.
Right, but they
ridiculously
don't
low.
have any new found research. They don't look into it. Most doctors don't keep up with what the modern things are.
I guess.
So and that's what's interesting. I mean, you got to look at like places like Ways to Well. You look at places like that are changing the way healthcare is done, and it's super fast. So like Dana White.
Yeah, yep. I'm
So-
seeing some of the stuff he's doing, which is wild. yeah.
So that guy was like on
He's like-
death's door.
Yeah,
and
he was
now
like
looks
60 pounds overweight.
Yeah,
and
now he
dying.
looks incredible, and he did it through Ways to Well. So Brigham, the guy's name is Brigham. He did it all through Ways to Well, and he's like, I'm like, he doesn't take statins anymore. He was on statins, doesn't take them anymore, doesn't do any of that stuff. And then they were like, he's like, I'll never go to like a primary care
Well,
doctor ever again.
Watching how you eat and monitoring your fitness is an immediate way to get off medication every single time.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if you take too many pills and you want to find a way off, it's
Exercise
fitness
is the number.
and
I mean, exercise is so good for you.
Yes.
your food routine. Oh yeah.
Exercise is so good for you.
Yep.
Food routine is food's interesting because there's so much biodiversity in human beings.
Yep. And there's a lot in our foods now than there ever has been. Oh,
crazy
ridiculous.
amount.
Well, I think I told you guys this. My sister-in-law's father ran. Now he no longer does, but ran an organic food farm, and he would tell us like the amount of things in.
It's crazy.
And he would say, "Listen, like some of the tips he gave back in the. I talked to him this about like 5 years ago. He's like, for example, let's just stick with fruit, right? If you're gonna buy fruit non-organic, like regular fruit." You've got to get stuff with thick skin, watermelons, oranges, pineapples. If you're getting like apples, pears, regular, there's loaded with pesticides. So it seeps right through.
Oh yeah. Did you ever
skin.
see? Did you ever see? How they so they're pushing for regenerative. So there's a couple people that are switching to regenerative farming.
Okay.
Meaning like
Yeah. What is that exactly? Regenerative farming.
So like how nature works. So instead of just having like monocrop, like we grow corn and we have fields and fields and fields and fields.
Just
and
let
fields
it
and
grow as it
so
is.
it's and you kind of like use this to build that and this to build this. So
Okay.
it takes a little bit to do it, but there's a video online that shows like the one guy's farm and the next day over and they show the water runoff. And the water runoff with like how normal farms are, it's disgusting.
The stuff coming out of it, you mean?
Yeah, like the water runoff, like
Because there's chemicals. You can.
it
It's just
goes
like
down to
shiny.
the stream,
Yeah.
and then
Looks
the
like
water
oil
runoff
almost.
from the regenerative farm. It's basically just
Water.
nature. Looks like water. It's just
Oh,
looks like
wow.
water. And you're
Oh.
like, wow,
That's not good. Yeah,
crazy.
that's not a good sign.
It's just the trouble is you just can't. I mean, there's so many people. You can't feed the world that way.
There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. You have to use the preservatives if you want to get it out. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, think about just in your own household how much you eat. I mean, we go through, how many cartons of eggs in a week, and I'll go through.
Do you do those? Do you do those
we go
little?
through
Do you do
12
those little?
heads
Look at those little
week.
egg stands.
sometimes. Sometimes, like in front of the farms around
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
When we lived here near you,
There's an egg stand right there.
we
Or
go-
right there.
We go all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
We love the little right in front of the farm there.
My buddy Scott.
Yeah,
you guys
we
know
used to
Scott,
go there
Marshall
all the
Lotus.
time.
He
Yeah.
had chickens as a kid.
My neighbor has it.
Yeah, he had chickens as a kid. So
She
you
drops off
literally
the,
just walk out to his backyard and get eggs.
My neighbor will
Yeah.
bring us
Yep.
some eggs once in a while.
I think
They're
our
good.
town now has a rule. Not our like Brick has a rule that you're not allowed to have chickens in your
Really?
backyard.
No, how does as long, but you have to have you can't have more than 6 in my area based on the amount of square of
Yeah,
available
they definitely
yard.
limit
Yeah.
like
you would have like 3 in your yard
yeah.
because
That's
you need a
crazy.
certain amount of space to have them. Yeah, it's just
I
the
feel like
way.
well, if I blow out the back, that I could have
You
probably
could.
more than 3.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know what the ruling is. But you said Brick can't do it at all. You said.
No, I don't believe Brick you're allowed to have chickens anymore.
You know what's near us? Puglisi Farms, and they'll sell
Yeah.
eggs right there. And you can get them pretty cheap, and you get them all fresh.
I
right
didn't
off the
realize
farm.
that the whole color of an egg is wrong. when you go
Wild.
to a
Oh,
store.
they're like brown and
This is
green and
brown.
all these crazy colors.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
eggs. Oh yeah. And the different.
Have the eggs.
Well, have you ever grown your own fruits? Like, so if you grow strawberries,
yeah.
strawberries are like they're like a British guy's teeth. They're everywhere. They're all over the place. And
We're sorry, Terry. I don't know why you said
no,
that.
Terry's teeth are perfect. Your teeth are perfect, Terry. Welcome to America.
Sorry,
Anyway,
sorry, Terry.
so,
Terry's been here forever.
Yeah, it's exactly. And they've been good forever. And it's just like, wait a minute, is this something wrong with this? It's because they're not controlling like the growth
Yeah.
of the fruits and the vegetables. Now your regular stuff, your cucumbers and carrots and all that kind of stuff looks relatively the same, but the fruits are wildly different than what you get at the store. I
Yeah.
feel, yeah. And if you ever want like self-sustaining food, throw a couple grown like apple and peach trees in your backyard. They will pump out fruit indefinitely during season.
Yeah, I don't need more trees in my yard. We're good.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I think
What'd you say?
I'm
You,
good.
You're gonna be
man.
removing some from
you
your
want
yard.
some right in the back? You said on that line.
Nah.
You're gonna be removing.
There was
some
like
from yours.
I guess when we first moved in, they must have been growing grapes or something, and they're all like old, disgusting
Vines.
grapevines over there. It's like, oh, come on.
You know the new way to get rid of everything, right? You have to get the Elon Musk blowtorch.
Oh man. I think about if we still got snow like we used to get snow, just
I had a guy that used to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
got the blowtorch and he would melt his driveway.
Wow.
Like the snow off. It's
one
the
way to
best.
do it.
And it's
I've-
quick and you don't hurt your back.
I've gotten sent
Yeah.
now at least 3 times the plows in the front of the Crocs, and then they got the salt shaker that you put in the back.
Yeah. And now they have the it picks up sawdust. Did you see that? The
Yep.
vacuum one I said?
Yeah.
That
You sent
one.
me that one. Yep.
With the picks up the sawdust
The vacuum.
and the
That was
lights.
funny.
I like
We
that.
have the lights. We own the lights.
We do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
We haven't come
Both
up with
Steve and
something
I
to do
have-
with them yet. Yeah.
have the Croc lights. Yeah.
But we don't have the shovel yet, right?
I do not have a plow on the front
The plow.
of mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm
no.
saying.
No.
We haven't had enough snow for us to really.
Yeah,
try
I
and
can't
get it yet.
justify that. Yeah.
I mean,
you
we did,
can.
We did the one time.
You can just push the kids' toys under the couch. That's all. We'll get them for Dak.
I think if I had
Dak would want some.
plows on the front of my Crocs, I don't think my wife would be happy.
She would love you. You still haven't gotten the boots yet. The cowboy boots.
Nah, nobody got me the cowboy.
What's
boots.
going
I haven't-
on?
I haven't.
I'm so disappointed. How is he gonna go to the barn if he's not
I
in
have
full?
not been to the.
How are
barn.
you gonna come to Legacy West without cowboy boot Crocs? Come on,
If those were
the
out,
Ninja Cowboy.
I'm saying it right now. If those boots existed when we went to that
No way.
wedding,
Uh-huh.
I would have had them because I remember I wore the bolo tie, which she was against.
Yeah.
What's his
By the
old
way- by
catch
the way-
name?
Huh?
What's his old gamer name or whatever it was?
Bushido. What was it?
Bushido
Bushido
God.
God.
Bushido God. Yes.
Bushido
You
God.
can't be Bushido God without
For
cowboy
the record,
Crocs.
For the record, I was like, we're going to a Texas wedding. Nobody had on a bolo tie but me.
That's
I
hysterical.
have like 4 of
Sole
them.
bolo tie.
That's hysterical.
People liked it though.
I have 4
I still
of them.
have
They're
it.
good. 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, they're worth it. I'm wearing it to the next wedding we go to.
Heck yeah.
We go to that wedding in Colorado. I'm bolo tying it.
Done. You should, without a doubt. That's the way to go. Good night.
Master Paul's daughter's wedding, Shay. Well, maybe I'll bolo tie that one too. She will not.
No, she won't. They'll expect it.
They know me and my styles, my wonderful styles.
Yeah, they expect it. No doubt.
I
about
want to
it.
do bolos and polos. Just wear a polo shirt with a polo, and she's like, no.
Bolos and polos.
Alrighty.
You have to do it once just to say it.
Right.
Just to be able to say it.
We're
Yeah.
boring Steve here.
Poor Steve is just trying to jump in.
I'm-
So,
might be
Steve,
that
so
time.
what do you guys eat again? Yeah.
It's
So
that
what
time.
are you making?
So he
it's-
we've learned cinnamon lasagna
It's
today.
been an
cinnamon
hour.
lasagna. That's good
Yeah,
stuff.
cinnamon
He's
lasagna.
We made it. It's an hour. Get me off of this thing.
No, I need to.
Poor Steve. He's had a long day here. He's recovering.
Yeah.
He's under the weather, but over the hump of the week at this point.
He's
Only one
very
day.
Bang this out. I mean, this almost didn't happen. So.
That did. So we appreciate you, Steve. Thanks for trying, buddy. We should have probably said that in the beginning instead of letting everybody
should have
wonder
said that in the
why you're
beginning.
2/3 done. Oh,
Yeah, why?
God. Oh,
Well-
knocked out.
You stay kicking.
yeah, exactly.
No, let's go through the whole thing. We'll go through the whole thing. Say the first line.
What is
Oh,
No.
how do you forget this every single
because
time?
these
don't.
Crocs do not have a comfort mode.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pre-record it and just play the recording.
That's
of the
fine by
end.
me.
Let's
That's
kick
fine
this
by me.
into comfort mode.
Yeah.
If you have not already, please make sure you follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Kickin In Crocs, KICKIN.in.Crocs.
CROCS.
The best.
Subscribe to us on YouTube to watch the video versions of this podcast. Comment below your favorite recipes, diets, crazy family foods, anything that you
Ooh,
guys
family
got. I'm sure you
foods.
guys got some crazy ones. We'd love to hear about it. Love to chat about it in the comments section because we kind of need comments.
Boom.
So, yeah, and if you're listening to us on audio-only platforms, then you should give us
5-star reviews and share with your friends, family, gifts. Make sure you listen to them at holiday events or anytime you're just hanging out.
at holiday events.
Yes, there's more people together.
Yes.
Let's put on a podcast.
Yeah,
at
absolutely.
holiday event.
It's St. Patrick's Day. Let's put on
Hey.
a podcast.
Hey, my cousins, when Luca was into doing anything podcast related, that's when they would listen to it. We'd all get together and he'd throw Just Talking Sharks on
Oh,
there.
dude,
Now
we
it's
should
done.
get Kelsey on for the St. Patrick's Day episode because she's Irish.
Oh, Kelsey.
Yes. You make it on air.
On the
We'll
podcast?
tape there.
We're doing something called Cooking
Yes.
In Crocs now. So
We'll tape it over there.
I mean, they do have alcohol in them.
That's good. We'll
And
tape it over
My
there.
wife is Irish.
and
All of this makes sense,
And
Steve.
you stay kicking into that.
Hey.